Ooh. All right. I think we're live. Just give it a few more seconds here. Woo, that tea is hot. All right. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the live stream where we first review the watch list that we trade the market open every day. Hope everyone had a good Cinco de Mayo, good yesterday. I luckily got away green yesterday right after 11 o'clock. That doesn't always happen, so it was kind of a nice little way to do it. I didn't, force the trade though, because I just wanted to get green. I entered it because we had a really good setup. You guys probably already saw the recap video, so not much to discuss there. Yesterday was a bit of a messy trading day. There was a few good setups, but somehow, I was on the wrong side a lot yesterday. Somehow I didn't get aggressive when I should have got aggressive. So hopefully we won't make that mistake today. Right now it's 9:16 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's May 6th, and we got another 14 minutes now till the market opens at 9:30. We'll wrap up the stream and typically trading before 10:45. Check out the video description below for some FAQs, and let's get into it. Good morning, everyone. Paul, 1AP Pro, Roland. We'll talk about MDGS as well. Trouble, Alan, Shane, Chemdog. Good to see everyone again. CLSK, what an afternoon ripper. I was talking to Heiko a little bit, and we were saying, there's a good chance that CLSK, as a lead gapper from yesterday, that was a little bit slow to break out, was going to have a nice afternoon run. And, Heiko actually capitalized on this really well. I think he had a really, really solid 11% trade. I think somewhere in this area. It was like, or maybe it was in this area. I don't know. It was in one of these spikes to the upside. It was really, really good. CLSK gave back quite a bit in the afternoon. So right here around 2 p.m. was kind of the end of its rally. Quite an interesting little bugger. Carmela, Satoshi, OAS, Andre. Good morning, guys. Just checking out some of the lead gappers from yesterday. We had GNPX as well. You guys know that I feel a little bit shady with GNPX. I don't really like trading GNPX. I've been faked out too many times. It's a bit weird of a mover. But yeah, in the recap video, I kind of talked about it as well, that, we had some really nice pullbacks on GNPX. And honestly, as a gap and go, it was looking pretty good because we were trading here higher. We had a quick pullback, and then we had a 20% move. I didn't really put much attention on that GNPX kind of breakout here, but this was quite nice. And I kind of wish I put a little bit more attention on it. Go ahead and move my microphone a little bit here. Yeah, rest of the day though, kind of started pulling back, found some support at 3.4, had a little bounce, but I wouldn't really think it was too interesting. MVIS, this one fell off a cliff at one point, huh? This was really, probably really traumatizing to a few people trading MVIS. I'm not sure if it came out with any news or whatnot. Don't see any, but basically, right around, I would even go ahead and argue about what is it? This is like 143. This thing just, absolutely disappears, pulls back 40%. This bounce though, 45%. This is a nice bounce. If anyone got that bottom bounce, which I think isn't super unpredictable. I mean, $1 whole number. We have some key support and resistance in this area. We have some tops here. We had the bottom of the candle here. I mean, this, yeah, dollar, sometimes just really good bounce territory. I think it was like almost $1 perfectly. No, it went down to 98 cents. So kind of a crazy bounce there if anyone got that one. Satoshi says he has some news on his TOS issue that you were talking about yesterday with the charts, right? Not having some zoom issues. Had to reset my entire TOS system to the beginning. Lost my entire history. This is because I would leave it on. So make sure people restart your TOS. Oh, that's interesting. Restart your TOS at least 3 times a week. Yeah, I restart it every day, but that's a really good point, Satoshi. Interesting. Thanks for giving that feedback to us. I don't know. I don't think we're going to be trading GNPX today, Edgar. There's a lot of other nice movers today. I think I'm going to be rather focused on. So let's go through those now. We had MTGS on the lead for the lead today. Actually, at first, And I almost put it as the lead gapper, but I didn't really like the fact that it was selling off so much. I also don't like the fact that it's not necessarily a new lead gapper. We've had big breakout here, consolidation, big breakout here. This could be a healthy pullback back to 2.8, maybe 3. And then, you know, another breakout here. I mean, that's what we had. And now, what was that high again? Looked at it like 5 times and I forgot every time. So we have a high here of 5. And, you know, we could be breaking past this, and then maybe we'll run here to $6-7 resistance. I don't like these moves that are so overextended. So will I be trading it? I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be trading MDGS. Also, you know, that morning sell-off was kind of aggressive as well. Kind of have a lot of lines on here this time. What was the catalyst today? Poly Rising filed a U.S. patent application for formulations method preventing viral infections, coronavirus. This is the gel company. I think it was, right? Okay, so I mean, coronavirus news has been doing pretty good. We've seen this company before. Only an application, so it shouldn't really be that big of news. But you know, the market is responding pretty well to it. We did have a little break here above the 15-minute EMA, and I was actually thinking about buying this pullback here. I didn't do it, but kind of an interesting potential play on this one. We are above the 180-day moving average. This thing definitely has strength behind it. I just don't know how much more it's going to go. I mean, it was at 83 cents. Now I hit a high of 5. I'd be a little bit careful with this one, but who knows? If we rip past 5, we could see 6 and then 7 get hit. And if we go past that, it could be a huge runner. We'll see. What I do like about it is the 3 million float. That's pretty solid. So nice 3 million float, nice price range between 2 and 7. So all that speaks to me quite a lot. Let's quickly go through some of the other lead gappers really quickly here. Yeah, DCAR. This one really just popped up on the scanner pretty last minute. I think this was like a 25% rally here, 30% rally, not too bad. I actually was watching it when it started breaking higher because it popped up on my scanner. Also between a little actually on the cheap side here. Doesn't have any new news today, so I'm not totally sure what this one's moving up about. Could find some support here for a reversal. 4 million shares outstanding. That's nice. 3.6 million market cap. Really, really good stuff here. I'm a little bit nervous the fact that I don't see any news on it. If you guys see some news, definitely let me know. I'll be keeping an eye out for that. Still pulling back here. Dollar is definitely clear support and resistance. I would keep an eye out for $1.35 as well. Pulled all the way to the 74 area. Definitely potential 30% upside for another move here. I don't know. I'm not sure why it's moving up so much. This could be just a little bit of a squeeze here. A lot of failed gaps in the past. Let's keep going here down the list. CPSH, which was actually the stock I was most interested in. Whoops, where did we just go here? CPSH. Actually, wait, hold on, take that back. XRF is the one I was more interested in. Got them two mixed up. So about 100% gap up here on this one. 8 million float and 13 million shares outstanding, 15 million market cap. Looking pretty good here. I like the fact that it's holding its highs really nicely. We have some big support and resistance here in this area at 1.6 to 1.7. You can see we broke out from that area. So if we pull back to this area, this might be a really, really nice morning red to green move. A little bit of a panic there. I would also like to see it move back above $2. So I'm going to keep an eye out for that. Hopefully the alerts even go off. This is macro news. Q1 profits, good revenues. Good financials. So their earnings came out, good financials. That's always good news. So this one's definitely on my list here. I think any support or any quick pullback here in the morning, I would probably be trading. And let's quickly just go through some of these other lead gappers that just popped up on our list. We have AXLA. Not a lot of volume on this one, so probably won't be paying too much attention to it. POAI, this is actually a former lead gapper and tended to do pretty well. We did trade it not too long ago. This was actually a really, really nice trade here. We had almost 70 cents a share to the upside. So big resistance at 3, just keep an eye out for that. Definitely some support about 2. We're kind of in that area right now. So if this one keeps crawling higher, I would probably trade this one till at least 3. So I'm going to put a little alert here. So if you break above it. Predictive coronavirus news, POAI. Former gapper too. A lot of traders are looking at this one, 60% gapping, 8 million shares outstanding. Got another 3 minutes here till the market opens. Let's just kind of quickly finish through this list and then figure out what we want to be watching out of the gates. Real did that. Reels. Did you find something on Finviz? AEZS, huge little rip here. Not a lot of volume. Probably won't be trading this one sub dollar. XRF. This one's really, really interesting. I was also thinking about buying this one here on this breakout and then this pullback right here at $2. Would have been an interesting little trade, but would have probably broke some of my rules trading this one. Hitting $2, but this one was just at 50 cents, so kind of an interesting move here. 335, some big support and resistance. I would definitely argue again here at $3. Got to watch out for that area for sure. 225, definitely some tops and bottoms in this area. 227, yeah, this was a big resistance zone. Kind of a lot of resistance above it. I would really want to see this one perform a little bit more. 1.5, some key support in this area as well. I'm going to go ahead and put an alert here, see if we pull back a bit more. And then I'll also put an alert if we break back above 2. This could be a really, really interesting play. That will probably get triggered. That alert will probably get triggered. OMX says POAI is my watch for the morning. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. There's kind of a lot of stuff here. We got another 1 minute, 40 seconds till the market opens. We want to be thinking, what is the most obvious lead gapper? What is the most obvious setup? What's everyone going to be looking at out of the gates? That's what we want to be thinking about right now. We got MDGS finding a little bit of a bottom here. This could, I wouldn't be surprised if it tried to break back above 4. So that's what I'm going to be watching as well. CPSH, I like how it's holding its highs, but right now it is trending below VWAP. We might see some really good support under 175. So again, this is another one that I'm going to be watching here. POAI is quite interesting, and XRF. It's tough. It's definitely tough to say. XRF has a really, really nice rally so far. This is a pretty strong move. 150%. Their news is kind of interesting. It's a bit of an acquisition share purchase buying program. So we haven't been seeing those a lot, and I'm kind of curious how that's going to perform. All stock transaction to acquire this company. Jack Johnson, check out the video description below. I got the scanner there, link to it, and a video on how to use it. XRF guys, let's see here. We got 16 seconds till the market opens. Good luck, everyone. I'm going to be a little bit more cautious probably today out of the gates, but we got a lot of good energy here. Let's see where the markets open as well. Keep an eye out for that. Big volume coming in here. 1 minute candle breaking higher. Could see a little pullback to 2 before we break higher. My alert didn't go off again. $212, quick pullback there. Could have probably got a little bit more aggressive on that. CPSH pulling lower. XRF, definitely the lead here. In terms of volume, big volume here. Can we break the 2.2? That's the big question. Big resistance here. Looks like we might see a bit more profit taking coming in now. We've had 2 failed attempts to break higher. $10 million volume so far. POA, the second lead gapper so far, based on dollar volume. 217. It's trying. Finding a good bit of support, but boom, there was the crack. It's kind of a bit of what we were waiting for. Quick pullback back to 2, and then looks like this could be the rip past 2.5. 2.25, sorry. Very choppy though in the morning. I'm still giving it some time, waiting for maybe a 5-minute setup here. What I would have wanted to do maybe was buy on the 2. That's kind of, I was thinking about that, but I didn't go and do it. So I'm just kind of giving this one a little bit more time. What happened to our lead gappers here? What's going on? Going to give this a little longer right now. There should be an update on our watch list on the lower end. Sometimes it takes a few minutes, 2 minutes sometimes, 3 minutes. 23.25. We want to be breaking up higher here. Boom! Clear breakout. Looking good. Nice move higher here, 225. So far, I have no trades yet. 250. Could see a quick little pullback here. So far, really clean breakout. Put a little bit of order here on the 19. I don't think we're going to get that execution, but I'm just going to kind of watch this one a little bit. I should have been a bit more aggressive here, but I wasn't. That's fine. XRF, new high, yep. Just watching it here. Looking for a quick pullback and ideally a reversal and a continuation. So let's see what happens. Like the fact that we broke out. This is multi-month, clear support and resistance area, 150% gapper. Check out that float, sub-million, tiny float. I think it was like 600,000 or 700,000. That's ridiculously small. MDGS above 417. Not sure why my gappers are not appearing here. This is actually quite unusual. Oh, it looks like it's about to be updated. So we have a 1 minute pullback so far. I'm not sure if we're going to get more than that. This one's pretty strong. Corey's watching MDGS. This one could be breaking XRF. Looks like it might be breaking higher here. Found some support on the second 1 minute pullback after the 5 minute breakout. Pretty strong bullish pattern on a lead gapper. So let's see what happens here. Oftentimes these first flags are a little bit extra choppy. I don't really like entering them, but the volume looks good. Pretty solid candle formation. Gonna reduce my position size a little bit if I do get in this one. See if we can enter on this breakout. Looking for a continuation breakout here. That 428. So we had a breakout. I was waiting for the breakout. We got the breakout, but this time we didn't get a follow through on this one. What I don't like about this one, which I've already said, is that big resistance right about 2.8. So I'm going to have to let's see if we can have one more continuation here. I'm going to close this one for a small loss. You know, my first initial instinct was actually the right idea. So that's a little bit annoying, but that's just how it is sometimes. I was waiting for that curl to happen. This time we didn't get a follow through on the second pullback. So I should have probably left my limit order. We would have actually had a pretty nice entry here. So let's just kind of watch this one a little bit. Unfortunately, my first trade is a red one. So that's just how it happens sometime. Let's keep kind of watching this one a little bit longer here, see what happens. Would like to see a curl. This could be the move higher now. Maybe we had a little bit of wrong timing here. Could have been the right setup, wrong timing. You know, I kind of even said, you know, I don't like those first pullbacks because they're sometimes really choppy, and it looks like, you know, I was reminded why I don't like them pretty quickly. That happens sometimes. Getting a second pullback now. I'm having some scanner issues today. I'm not totally sure what's going on here. Why XRF is not popping up. I'm a little confused what's going on with my scanners. Sometimes after taking a loss, I want to take a little bit step back. I don't want to jump into another trade right away, do a little bit of emotional trading. So sometimes I like to take a little step back here. I'm a little also confused what's going on with my scanners. We're not getting some good indicator on what's next. I'm gonna have to really check that out, why. Could see a bit of a move here, pulling higher again. If we break the 2.4, probably consider getting aggressive on this one. Looking for this continuation. We had a nice little breakout here from the former. Can we break 2.6 here? Selling half of my position. Sold the rest. So we're back in the green. A little sloppy trading on my end, I gotta say. Also sold a little bit too early. I didn't like how choppy the first one was. I also don't like the fact that I have no idea what's going on with my scanner. So we're back in the green. A bit of a red trade and then a bit of a green trade. A little bit of a hectic morning here. Apologize for that. But you know, that's actually, I'm not apologizing. That's just how it is sometimes. So we're back in the green, back in the saddle. Kind of using a lot of our buying power out of the gates here. Let's move the chart down a little bit. I got out at 255 and 257. Could have held a little bit longer into the break. Left probably about 7% on the table. Kobe's wondering, when did I enter? You can see the entries here about 235. I was looking for this quick little, we had a nice breakout here. Luckily, we got a nice little pullback as well. I entered there, a 13% move, but I only got away with probably 7% of that. Here we go, XRF still rallying. Nice, nice, nice. This is a beautiful lead gapper. You know, it's unfortunate that I got a little bit too aggressive here on this fake out. I was kind of squeezed out of this one. That was the original kind of continuation that I was looking for. And then we came back and I think perfectly entered where my entry was. That's kind of annoying there, but that's just how it goes sometimes. I don't like that XRF is a little bit weak on the breakouts though. Nice profit, AB and OMX, totally agree. Ruben, super, super nice on that one. I'm still wondering where XRF is on my lead gap chart. I don't get why it's not popping up. We got MDGS here on the gap chart, had a bit of a fake out here. I knew I wasn't super stoked about MDGS, but you know what? It still hit that VWAP, and that's what we talked about. DCAR we talked about a little bit. This one had kind of a nice little rip here. Found support at $1 and ran to $1.33. Did we not say that perfectly pre-market? That, you know, 133 was some big resistance there. So this one we, you know, could have, should have, would have traded as well. I don't really like trading those right around $1, but still this one's really nice in terms of what happened. CPSH pulled around here to 176, had a nice little bounce there, pretty solid open. POA, this one's been selling off, probably won't be looking at it anymore. IZEA, this was a former gapper as well. Wow, just absolutely ripped here. Whew. 70% Congrats to anyone that got that one. Kobe, yep. TD Ameritrade. Again, check out the video description below. There's FAQs down there for all those questions. But feel free to ask. I'll answer them when I see them. Sometimes I get a little bit focused here on the charts and I don't always notice. Why is XRF not popping up on our charts? Here we go. XRF having a nice continuation. I'm super curious what's going to happen here at 2.8. This is like aggressive zone. Oh, may the trading gods be with you. Thanks for that $2. I think you put the trading gods, you put them with me because I made a good trade right after that. So I appreciate that. Kobe says, I don't see where your breakout is on your platform. Well, the breakout was right here at 335 and I entered right around there as well. So once we had the first 1 minute candle to make a new higher based on the former candles, that was my entry point, just like here. But this was a bit of a fake out. So this one didn't unfortunately work. But yeah, I hope that answers your question a little bit here. XRF having a bit of a pullback. Big resistance above, I'd be a little bit weary, but we might have a nice support bounce here off 2.2. So I'm going to keep a close eye on that. Augustus, nice to hear. Anthony, what's my next entry for XRF? I'm not totally sure, to be honest. I might enter around 2.2. But again, I'm not totally sure. Heiko's hustling on the side. Camilla tea. That's what I do. That's what I drink when I trade. IZEA, guys. This one absolutely exploded. And I still don't know why XRF is not on our charts. There's got to be something going on here. Think. Dollar volume's up there. Shares traded is up there. I'm not sure. We're missing XRF. If you guys know why, let me know. Yeah, a little bit, Dale. So I wanted to take half my profits at 2.5 because this was a former top and sometimes there's fake outs from this area. I wanted to sell the rest into a breakout, so into the 2.7, 2.8 area. The second half, or like the second third that I had left over, but I didn't hold long enough. So my second exit wasn't that good. I was waiting for that pullback, that continuation, and I just sold too early. So kind of shame on me for a little bit sloppy trading. I think the fact that I had a loser right out of the gates made me a little bit like nervous, or it definitely messed up my second trade for sure. Oh, I just saw we have 223 concurrent viewers, guys. Super cool to have you guys trading here with us. I appreciate the likes. Thanks, guys, for dropping those. And I hope you guys enjoy. We got one more trade to make today based on my cash account and how I allocate my cash account for the small account challenge. It's a little bit unfortunate that we weren't able to have, a bigger winner out of the gates, but that's fine. We managed our risk, and that's always the most important part. Check out the big resistance here at $3. That's really what's putting me on edge a little bit. IZEA pulling back a little bit as well. Was at 100. CPSH. Man, there's some good moves, guys. Some really good moves out here today. We might break 3. I would not be buying that breakout, but there's much better breakout traders than me that freaking feel it. They're calling here. I don't know. Look at that. Oof. Oh, man, I'd be shaking like a little frozen animal. Starbucks calls from yesterday are going rocket. I haven't even looked at Starbucks chart. I wouldn't even know what it looks like. Scott, no, you are not, unless you use a margin account. If you use a cash account, you could do whatever you want. You just have to wait 48 hours to get your cash back. That's why I'm doing this kind of awkward like trade allocation dance all the time where I only have 3 trades a day. It's a bit weird. MGNX halted. Man, there is some good stuff brewing on all fronts. I like watching XRF. To me, it's a little bit some of the most interesting. CPSH, though, check that breakout from VWAP. We almost called this perfectly, except the pullback was not as strong as I was hoping for. This was a red to green move that we called out pre-market. We dipped lower. Here's the red. Here's the green. Classic red to green move. Pulled back to 1.8 and then ripped again, 23%. Whoa! How did I miss all the good moves today? Ay. MDGS, I don't really like that it's just getting rejected here. You guys already know my thoughts on it, so I won't keep talking about it. XRF, let's go back to this one. Roland, that's a funny comment. Whew, I feel like I need to sit down. I did a leg workout today. My legs are shaking. It doesn't really help that I'm just kind of standing here. Alan, I got a video, $25,000 challenge. It's in the video description below. I highly recommend checking it out. And if you just stick here long enough, eventually things are going to start making sense. But there's a lot to explain out of the gates. So definitely watch that video first. And right now we're live trading. So this only happens, we only do this for about an hour a day. So we want to be really focused on the charts right now. XRF. I'm not going to lie, this one has still a lot of strength. We're at 9:52 a.m. This is not one of my favorite times to be buying breakouts, but sometimes you have some beautiful breakouts in this area, and sometimes I miss quite a lot because I don't like buying breakouts here. But, we already had the morning rush, and volume fades a little bit. Big resistance at 3. If we get a breakout here, it's probably going to be pretty nice, but I won't be part of it. Right now I'm trading with about $1,000 share size. So that's about 500 shares on XRF. And we trade stocks between $2 and $7. So as our account grows to the $25,000 mark, we're going to be increasing that position size. But for now, we're keeping it small, which is nice because it doesn't really add that much stress. You're up and down, $100, and it doesn't really matter. It's all about just being consistent and growing the account and your position size as you get more comfortable. Yeah, that's a good question, OMX. Who hit that breakout on POAI? And IZEA as well. Looking for a 5-minute setup. I think a 5-minute setup around 2.4 could be a really interesting pick. 2.5. I'm not sure if we're going to get that, but that could be a nice little move here. XRF is still showing a lot of power, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's set up of an ABC pattern here. Two pullbacks on POAI, and then just wham kablam. Big resistance at 2 that we were talking about. That pullback is very wicked. 10% pullback. Brrr. Yeah, I do. That's actually part of the $25,000 challenge video below. MDGS is pulling back here, finding some support around 3.6. Could be a really interesting little bounce area. I just don't know if I want to use one of my trades on a backside bounce. So I would rather probably focus on a pullback to something breaking higher. CPSH is one of those stocks. CPSH looking snazzy. Why is XRF not showing on my scanner? Why? Edward, that's a good question. I'm going to add to the FAQs. Here we go, having a bit of a pullback in this area. I would need to reduce my position size again here, so I'm going to make it 400. Looking for a potential entry near the 50s. Not sure if we're going to get it. All right, Omex, I'll see you next time, man. Have a good one. Good seeing you today. Neckar, yep, that's true. PTD rule is only with margin accounts. But with the cash account, you have a 48-hour hold on your cash. Here we go, guys. We're getting a bit of a pullback. I don't think this is the backside of a move. I think this is just a longer 5-minute setup here. XRF has a lot of volume. A lot of eager beavers jumping on this one. If it bounces now, probably would have missed it then. Chew! Some big orders coming through there. Boom! Look at that. XRF making a new high here. 1-minute candle high. I wonder how far this is going to go. I don't think I can get myself to buy this breakout. I would want to see a bit more of a setup. How long of a hold is there with a margin account? I'm not sure I'm not sure what you mean by that. And I don't think there is a minimum to start a ThinkorSwim account. We were talking about there's like a $2,000 minimum maybe to start a margin account on ThinkorSwim, but I'm not sure about that. IZEA is still pulling back. It was at 100%. Now it's, finding a little bit more support around 0.6, which could be a tremendous bounce zone if it holds. Really, really nice pullback to this area. This is also multi-month support and resistance here. So really critical spot. It is on its 1-2 kind of 2 big green day. It doesn't always speak to me that nicely, but this could be a huge, huge move. Wow, wow, wow. CPSH falling off a cliff here. Did some news come out that I'm not seeing? Whew! What is that? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did anyone buy that bottom bounce on CPSH? That was really wicked. Really nice bounce. I'm going to go back to XRF. I think this is probably the most likes we've gotten in a video during the stream. Here we go. XRF pulling back. This is what we've been waiting for. You. $268 might get chipped away here. I got my eyes on it like a hawk. $260 holds again. $260 looks like it might already be bouncing. Wow, that was a very quick bounce. We went down to $257, $256. The bounces are pretty aggressive on it. There's just constantly buyers picking it up. Could see that pullback here. Still loads of buyers. Interesting stock to watch. Has been making some pretty heavy moves. 10:03 a.m. guys. Yeah, here comes some new buyers in. I'm using the ThinkorSwim app. Yep. Yep, Heiko's got a good point. South Florida Fishing Channel. TD Ameritrade support is pretty good. TOS has some glitches, and sometimes we make fun of the platform, but their support is quite nice. I gotta agree with Heiko. That was some pretty intense trading out of the gates with XRF. I'm still super confused why our scanner's not picking it up. I gotta check the setting to see something is wrong here. Bit of a pullback. $53 bounced. Could see another bounce here in this area. So many buyers on this one. This could be a bit of a reversal here in this area. Some big, nice new buyers coming in. Bottom of 50. We did break the 50, but the bounce was pretty quick. Let's see if this holds. Still a lot of selling volume on this one. $10:06 a.m. Pulling back 247. To be honest, I don't think we're on the backside of this move. I think this is a 5-minute setup, but I could be totally wrong. That's what I was buying into. I'm not buying into a VWAP bounce. 246, having some troubles here. Hoping that bounce would have been a little bit harder, some more strength in it. Down a little bit on this one. Still selling off. So I'm definitely going to be taking a loss on this trade. A little bit unfortunate. Was waiting for a bit of a reversal here. We didn't really get it. What I'm going to be doing is probably closing out this trade on any sort of bounce here. I don't know how far. Try to cut half of my position. Unfortunately, we didn't get this one. So yeah, a little bit annoying because today was actually a pretty good trading day, and somehow I messed up a little bit. I definitely missed a few really nice moves. It looks like it's going to go all the way here back to support. Kind of an aggressive sell-off. Luckily, I used a smaller position size. 10:07 a.m. 2.5 was my entry. Don't really want to risk more than 20 cents. Strong sell-off on XRF, which is one of the lead gappers on the day. I can't really compare it to CPSH right now because it's not popping up on my scanner, which again is still bothering me a little bit here. A lot of new resistance. Sold half of my position already. Sold a little bit more of my position, have a little bit left. The reason I'm selling my position here is because I need to do a little bit of damage control. I need to do a little bit of risk management. I don't know if this is going to bounce. I don't know how hard it's going to bounce. So a little bit unfortunate that I was trading a little choppy today. Yeah, not super proud of my trading. I'm going to get out the rest of this position. I think the bounce could be just getting started. I think this could be the beginning of the bounce. But I'm not here to just hold on to a loser. That's not what I'm trying to do. So that's why I got out of this trade. It looks like I'm going to honestly walk away with $8 profit today, which for how horrible I traded today isn't the worst. A little bit choppy trading on my end. You know, we had some really nice moves. I made the first big mistake here. I bought prematurely on this breakout, which you don't always know. I was very patient on this pullback. So that was a little bit annoying. The second trade was nice, but I took profits too early on accident. Third trade, whatever, didn't work out. It was a bit of a backside move when I was expecting a different setup. I was looking for an ABC pattern here, consolidating near the highs and maybe a potential breakout. That's not really how you trade ABCs. So I guess I was put back into my place for trying to front run an ABC pattern. I'll take my $8 today. Better than a red day, so I'm not complaining. Plus, it was just, you know, generally good fun anyway. Cruiser not holding on to a loser. That's a rough comparison. Yeah, like I said, I typically don't trade VWAP bounces. I don't like them. I like to trade VWAPs when they break and then trade that bounce. That would have been a 5% bounce. But that's not really what I was looking to do. I was looking to obviously trade kind of one little quick dip back here, holding the highs and trading a little reversal back to 2.9. That's actually what I was looking to do. The fact that the VWAP was there is almost more of a coincidence, but yeah, kind of annoying. I gotta say, there was some nice movers today, and again, I was a little bit all over the place, but that's fine. I know I've been trading a little sketchy lately, and that's why I've reduced my position size as my own sort of risk management, and that's definitely worked very nicely. So, what are you gonna do? CPSH probably got a lot of people on the wrong side of the trade as well. That was a pretty sketchy move, very choppy. IZEA, this is the one that we were talking about. Could be a nice little reversal buy here. Guess what? Goes up 16%. You know, there's going to be a day, hopefully this week, where we call out these moves like we always do, and then we actually trade them. So that was a lot of excitement today. Yeah. XRF, not XRP. XRP is Ripple. Traded crypto for too long. I mean, it's not that XRF might not break over 2.6. It might not see some new highs. I'm not saying that that's going to happen. And actually, we're bouncing off some big time support right now. So this could be a really nice spot for a reversal. This was already a 7% bounce. That's pretty sweet. I wish I waited. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. But that's not what I was looking for. Also, if you trade these backside of the moves, you want to take profits fairly quickly. So taking 5% off the table on a backside bounce is a nice profit. That's why trading breakouts is much more rewarding, because in just a few minutes, you know, you're up 30%. I should have held, but I didn't. But you get the point. XRF, ooh, still pulling back. That's kind of ugly. I think it also really threw me off today, the fact that XRF is not on my scanner. If anyone has any idea why it's not on my scanner, let me know. I know a lot of you guys use similar one. What happened to NVIS? NVIS was the lead gapper from the day before. We were talking about it a little bit pre-market. It had a huge dip down to $1 in the afternoon. Had a really nice bounce from there, so that would have been a really good spot to put a nice, lovely little order at $1. Yeah, I don't know. This is a classic example of what happens to small caps after the third, fourth big green day. That's why I honestly don't like trading even the second, third big green day. I'm only looking for those first green days, but yeah. IZEA back at 106%. This one's killing me that I didn't trade this one. I was a little bit too fixated on XRF. Satoshi has XRF on his scanner. He has the same settings as I do. Yeah, it's super weird. Super, super weird. Here we go. XRF could be breaking back above VWAP. 252. That's the move I was looking for. So right timing, I mean, right kind of idea, right concept, wrong timing. Ugh, so painful, so painful. This is gonna, when I do the trade recap later today, this one's gonna really bite me in the butt. This is a little cringe-worthy right now. What is going on? XRF, where are we hiding here? 10% to maximum. Dollar volume, maximum market cap. Ooh, what's the market cap on XRF? I thought it was fairly low. Come on, baby Jesus, give me the answer. Here we go. 6 million market cap. That fits their criterion. Stock between $10 and $15, 10 cents. 200,000 shares to 200 million thousand shares. You know what? Maybe I just haven't seen it yet. Maybe I'm just scanning in the wrong spot. No. Well, you know what? I'm just going to put it here on former gappers, so I at least have it. $160, yeah. So XRF is the clear lead gapper on the day. That's why I was so fixated on it. Dollar volume 85 million. I mean, this is what all the traders are looking at least for a second, even if they're not trading it. Oh man, those daylight saving times, Javier, are a nightmare. Because Europe is also at a different, does it on a different time than America. Woo! Do you see those buyers at 235? Man, that was a fat daddy chunk of buyers. If that gets chipped away, this could be a not so happy ending for XRF. Let's quickly check the long-term chart here a little bit. We've definitely had some gap and goes that did not hold their highs very well, and the 180-day moving average has been quite nasty to XRF. Yeah, it's stayed quite true, so keep that in mind. Not to mention, I mean, this is why I was so nervous right here. I was like, want to take profits quickly because $3, whew, I mean, that was a, I don't know. Those buyers are spoofing, they're gone now. Yeah, it could be. Boy Claus, I just saw your comment. Alex, it's okay. Chinese stocks can be extremely tricky. Thanks, man. Thanks for the consolidation. Well, that's just how it is sometimes. I was really excited for the trading day today. I really like the momentum out of the gates. I don't really think I did anything wrong. XRF, this is just one of those times that, you know, you get one of those fake outs, and this time it didn't work out. So that's just how it is. Luckily, I cut my losses because it could have dipped to $2 and we could have took a big loss there. This one, I could have held a little bit longer, and this was just maybe not the best opportunity. What I should have done, and I've already said this, is either trade this one, DCAR, with that nice pullback to $1 and then rip 30%. That one, that's a beauty. That's a gap and go classic. And then IZEA as it pulled back to 0.6, I think that could have been a really smart trade, another 30%. So two really good trades that I probably should have been a little bit more focused on. I think that third XRF trade would have just been better to leave out. It's tough to say. Whoa. Wow, guys. Wow. What a fun stream. Good fun trading today. IZEA doesn't care. 0.8. This one just does its own thing. 0.8. Are we going to break 0.8? There's no way I would be buying here. So much resistance at 0.8. This is a gap down area. So this is technically a gap fill right now that we're seeing on IZEA. Boyclaws, when you said that, I thought XRF was breaking to the downside. I was like, oh, it happened. Oh, but it didn't happen. Or actually, this is a nice little move here. What's going on? 242, 243. This could be a break of VWAP. Or it could just be a horrible fake out that's going to make some people cry. Thanks again, Heiko, for that good luck charm. Appreciate it. That was very nice of you. We had a high today of 126 concurrent viewers. I think that might be an all-time high. I'm not totally sure, but that's pretty sweet. That was right at 3:50 p.m., which is 9:50 a.m. in America. Oh, I had to really think about that one for a second. Look at that, 260. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. That was a nice breakout. Ooh, I'd be so tempted to buy this pullback. So tempted. It's probably a good thing I don't have any trades left. 2:23 a.m. Let's see what kind of continuation we get here. We had a 5-minute breakout. We have a 1-minute pullback. We have a VWAP retest. Is this going to be the continuation we've all been waiting for? So far, it's looking pretty hot. That sell-off was very aggressive. There's no news out, besides just the giant pile of resistance above us. Oh, 262, 262. We got to chip through it. Big sellers there. Doesn't look too healthy. 258. I would not want to be buying this breakout. I'm not going to lie. I would have bought the pullback and probably would have already closed half my position. Here we go. 262. Come on. Break that. 264, 265. Wow, Chop Central, guys. XRF has been such a choppy breakout stock. It's made nice percentage moves, but I would have got faked out so many times. I would have loved buying the pullback though. Buying the pullback here, I would have probably been too conservative. I don't know if I would have got this entry, but 7% so far, so pretty sweet. Nice, Chem Dog. What do you mean, Heiko? You haven't made a trade yet? I don't even believe that. Oh, XRF is just so shaky. Colton says breakouts like that. I like to buy one share and see what happens. Hey man, that's perfect though. Like to me, since in America you have no commissions with the brokers right now, that's much better than paper trading in my honest opinion. Because you get a little bit of the emotional aspect, you get real experience. With paper trading, I feel like there's always, like the fills are very artificial. I don't know, I don't like them. So that's awesome, Colton, that you can do that. And you're taking advantage of that. I think that's super amazing. Got in at 2, dropped out at 2.5. Scott, really solid, really beautiful on that. Super good. Roland, I don't know if you're talking to Heiko or me, but we both appreciate it. For short. Yes, for short. Wait, Heiko, are you short right now? Long story. Man, XRF is just shaky, bakey. Oh my God, that's well, Heiko, that's a good experience you had, and I like the fact that you said you can't have two margin accounts. I actually didn't know you can't have two margins at TOS. OS, not two margin accounts. I'm writing that down so I don't forget. Not that I need two OS, but 1 AP Pro, your TOS just closed itself completely? What? This failed breakout makes me very suspicious with XRF. I don't think we're going to have a retest of 3 anytime soon. We might. Anything's possible. But I would be a little bit more cautious at this point. If we hold this area and we start kind of trending to the upside, this could be a good setup. I just don't see the opportunity in XRF like I did before. To me, it's a little dead at the moment. And just look at those pullbacks. Man, they're aggressive. Better watch out, 1 AP Pro. Heiko's on your case. Heiko smells blood in the water. I don't, Andre, but I have my whole layout that you guys could just import yourself. So if you go to setup and you go to open shared item, you can import a URL here. And in the video description below, there is like, one of the FAQs is how do you build your layout or something for TOS, and there is the share link. So definitely check that out. And then just play around with it and you can make it however you want. Bottom of the barrel. What do you mean by bottom of the barrel? Check out INUV, having a little bit of a nice little pop lock and rally. Check out this little rip to the upside. 50% has a 10% pullback back to VWAP in the 15-minute EMA. Crawls up here, blam kadang, has another 13% move, quick pullback. It's really choppy. 24% move from here. INUV. Big resistance here as we're approaching a former breakout and support level. Oof. Definitely resistance territory here, so just watch out. I feel like if I heard squirting water in my laptop, there'd also be a tear in my eye at the same moment. So IZEA actually had a little bit of a break past 0.8, only like 2-3% though. Okay, fair enough. I get what you mean by that. Yeah, totem pole. Okay, yeah, it makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, XRF, man. That one, it's a little choppy. This breakout pullback was nice. I probably would have, like always, take profits way too quickly. So this one might have worked with my trading style. But if I got a little bit greedy because I was, I don't know, red on the day or something, this could have ended up being quite a red trade. XRF, yeah. Hopefully you got out at an okay price, had a decent stop. You've been having some pretty nice trades though, Satoshi. So I feel like you've been on quite a bit of a green streak. WNDW is ripping, small 5-minute pullback. WNDW, that is just a weird ticker. WNDW, there it is. No, 81%. But watch out that volume. This volume will mess you up. There's not a lot of people trading this. $400,000 have been traded on WNDW today. 400,000. That's really not a lot. We're also at some big 180-day resistance zones, so just, watch out with that. Definitely some big tops and bottoms in this area as well. Ooh, when WNDW has a pullback, it's gonna be a freaking roller coaster. At least you guys stopped out and stayed true to your rules, because the worst thing that happens if you get a little bit, like, I don't know, like revenge trading, and you're holding it, and then what happens with MVIS? I mean, imagine this is XRF, and you're holding it here, you're like, it's eventually going to break higher here, and boom, before you know it, you're down 40%. Oh my god. Oh, what is that? This is a freaking ridiculous stock. Imagine selling at the low and then it bounces back up to where you entered. I'd be like, what? All right, Dale, man. Take care. Thanks for stopping in. I'll see you tomorrow then. Actually, I need to go as well. My knees are about to snap in half. And I'm about to go to the grocery store, pick up some ingredients to make a quiche. I'm gonna have quiche for dinner. I'm pretty excited. Pretty excited about that one. All right, guys, I think I'm actually gonna wrap up here because one, I don't have any trades left. Two, XRF, our lead gapper, is turning into a poopsicle. Three, I need to sit down. Carmela says, I should not trade when I do not feel well. That is the truth. That is the absolute truth. I never trade if I'm, hungover or whatever. I was trading in April after I had tonsillitis and I was sick, and it was April. April was such a roller coaster. It was disaster. I couldn't handle it. I couldn't hang. But whatever, we made it out all right. OAS was up to 20,000 on DCAR, got greedy, took a $800 loss. Hopefully not red on the day, but just a loss afterwards, right? That's nice. DCAR, solid trade though on that one, OAS. Christopher, thanks, man. Yeah, I hope you have a good evening as well. Muhammad, I'll see you tomorrow as well. All right, guys. Take care. Remember, the link below, there's a Discord group if you guys want to talk about some overnight trading, holding overnight. Again, it's fairly new. There's not too much activity, but I check it at least once or twice a day. So if you post some stuff there, I'll check it out. Yeah, guys, till next time, I'll see you then. Don't forget, we come out with a recap video. So if you want to check that out, don't forget to subscribe so you get a notification. You guys slayed the like button today, so I really appreciate it. But if you're totally new here, consider subscribing as well, or hitting the like button if you haven't done so. I really appreciate all the likes, guys. Today was really motivating to see so many people in here. I'll definitely enjoy the quiche, Angie, Kobe. Maybe I'll cook dinner for you guys all one time. Cruiser. All right, guys. Till next time. Prosty prost.